It's time for Bible Basics for a life more fully lived. Good morning to you, Professor Pete.
Hey, it is wonderful to be here, and my God, the days are flying by.
Yes.
We are just going through the calendar. We are going through the calendar faster than Father Eric goes through associate pastors. I don't know if that's roast-worthy.
Oh, my goodness. There we go. Baby, he's getting it started.
Not sure if it's roast-worthy, but just a plug for next week.
I like it.
But, you know, we did our basic training in Lent. We get our specialty training in Easter with the risen Lord and Jesus Judo. Jesus flips the script, and soon we have to step up and be flippers too. And right in that spirit, a listener said how much he liked the Jesus Judo, and he wants it on a bumper sticker.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. He was like the Methodist church next to my house. They have a sign about how Easter changes everything, but I like our Jesus Judo better. And of course, another listener mentioned about how she was remembering how I spoke about my dad, a serious topic, but in a deeper sense, a joyful one about how it was really through the long-term suffering that he rose to the occasion with a lived faith, a lived love. And, we were saying that it's kind of that long-term aspect of suffering that is so hard. We don't know why or how long this is going to last. Our salvation is timeless, but we ourselves are stuck in time. And I think the good news is, Jesus gets that. He gets us. Imagine if it were the opposite. Imagine if you suffer through life, you do everything you can, and you finally get to see Jesus face to face. He looks even more compassionate than Jonathan Rumi. But he sees you or he sees me, and all of a sudden he looks angry and he just starts listing our sins. And I'm like, but Lord, I sinned, but I'm sorry, and I tried. You know how hard I tried. And Jesus just says, I don't care. Well, that to me is hell in so many ways. But in fact, it's just the opposite. It's just the opposite. It's not in the Bible, but I always think of that scene that is Bible-based from The Chosen, where Jesus casts a demon out of a man. And the first thing he does when the man is back to himself is Jesus gets right in his face and he said, "You suffered so long. I know." And, you just get the sense that Jesus he gets us. And when he enters into time, he suffers. And so he sanctifies even suffering. And that's what our second reading this past week from 1 Peter reminds us, that, he sets up almost like an exchange for us. Since he suffered for us, if we can find a way to give our suffering to him, it does hasten the day when every tear will be wiped away. And until then, our teardrops are like seeds that yield 30, 60, and 100-fold. The faith comes in trusting all of that. How we long to see loved ones who have gone on ahead, moms and dads, brothers, sisters. And, I think of on the other side with us, how many moms and dads sometimes talk about how they teach their children the faith, but, one or two of them have kind of gone astray. They don't seem to want anything to do with the church. And yet those parents trust that somehow God will find a way, and that amazing trust that parents show in trusting even their children to God. That is really something to celebrate. And that is just the way it was with the mother of God, Mary. Yes, Jesus bore the pain for all of our sins, yet even he didn't have to bury a son. Mary did. And so through our suffering, boy, while we're going through it, we always can turn to Mary. And one thing I've noticed is that not only does she bring us a sense of peace that comes with a reminder of purpose, a lot of times there's even laughter through tears. And you wonder, as a strong Jewish woman of faith, you wonder if she could ever sometimes even troll Jesus a little. Like Jesus stands up and says, "Ye without sin cast the first stone," and maybe Mary is off stage with bouncing a little rock in her hand, kind of winking at him. He's like, "Not now, Mom. I'm just trying to make a point, okay?" Or Jesus stands up and says, "All things are possible with God." "Yeah, but nothing is easy," she says. "Nothing is ever easy." You wonder if Mary was doing that. And, she gives us laughter even through our tears. And to end on a happy note, because we want to end on a happy note, I have some stuff from kids, from younger folks.
Oh, dear.
That was absolutely hilarious. And that, of course, always relates to Mary. You remember, Ron, Easter Sunday, Mass in the gym, because we were blessed with such crowds.
Yeah.
And, Father Eric, again, he has that aspergillium, the reeds that you dip in the baptismal font.
Oh, yeah.
And, man, when Father Eric comes at you with that well, there was this young kid after me. I noticed how he really got doused. And he was like, when Father Eric comes at you, man, forget the church songs. We need Splish Splash. I was taking a bath.
Oh, that's great.
Here I planned for at least 10 seconds when I figured Dave would just burst into song.
Splish Splash. There you go. Nicely done, Professor Pete.
I have one more quick one.
Okay.
Sure enough, I said to the young fellow, I said, "We got to get a question from you on the air." And he was like, "I don't know, I'll get in trouble." And, I said, "Well, you got anything?" And he said, "Gee, and he looks around for his parents. We'd been there for an hour and a half. He loosens his tight tie and he's like, "Man, why do I have to wear my Sunday best to church when Jesus gets to wear his bathrobe?"
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, and the Joan of Arc?
Joan of
I
Arc
don't want to
today,
throw one in. But
well, today was the day that she and her troops entered the city of Orleans.
I don't know how to get this one in Bible Basics, but the question was, Joan of Arc married to Noah of Arc? How do I say no for a minute? We'll see if Dave can hold the no note for a minute and 50 seconds.
Tough to get a correct answer in 2 minutes. In that case, it probably do it in about 12 seconds. Thank you, Peter.
Very
Pete
nicely
Sibilio, Bible Basics, and listen and get your questions in for that as well.